What is up, guys? Today we'll be talking about an alligator rape, Bad Baby, and the Altoona school teacher facing sexual assault charges. All of that and more. This is The Pop Up. Alrighty, we are here and we are live, I think. Are we live, Coach?
Yeah, we're live with the pop-up. It's the new little twist we're going to add to this to get some interaction with you people out there. So come on here and talk whatever you want to talk. Any questions you got, anything you want to add to what we're saying, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm with it. Okay, so I kind of want someone to say something, anything really about what's going on in their lives right now. I'm trying to drink water and also look at some stuff on the computer. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, there was I'm kind of feeling this. We had that discussion about doing this, like popping up, because like we do the one show a week, where and then it's sometimes we get caught in between when the topic's hot. And I think this is a great idea that we came up with, to just pop up when we got some hot ideas and to see what everybody thinks on our live feed to get some back and forth. I think it's going to be a good thing for our site. We got to get our page popping. We got to get things popping because this year we're trying to get this to the next level.
The next level.
Our
next bracket. We got to get clout, Coach. We have to acquire clout.
Well, we're gonna have to get you to do some dumb shit to go viral.
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna start coming on I'm gonna come in like wearing like a Speedo, smoking a cigar, wearing clout goggles, and just be like, "Hey,
we gotta catch that viral moment, bro. We gotta catch that viral moment. You know what I mean? That's what everybody is out here chasing. Me personally, I think just doing good things, and if you do the right things and you keep with consistency, we're going to find the right things that are going to fit and make our thing build. But that is a good question. People are always chasing that fucking clout and turning a moment into, it could be 15 minutes of fame or it could be a career.
Yeah, it could be a career. Hey, we got 2 viewers on the line, so that's good. And yeah, well, we'll actually touch on that later on when we talk about Bad Baby. I'm sorry, I'm dehydrated, I'm thirsty. I've been moving stuff all day. I've been screwing things into holes all day today.
Google that name, bro. I think you're saying her name wrong. I still think
it's Bad Baby. I promise you. I could send you a screenshot if you'd like. Hold on 1 sec. I'll look it up.
Look it up. For some reason, I'm thinking it's Bad Baddie.
Bad Baby. Bad Baby.
What site is it?
Okay, page 6, Newsweek, Bad Baby, Danielle Berlogi, or Bad Baby, bad spelled B-H-A-D, baby spelled B-H-A-B-I-E. So that is Bad Baby. That is in fact Bad Baby. Okay. So now we got it out of the way. It's Baby.
Okay.
Well, you know what? We could call her Bad Baddie. We could call her Bad whatever the hell we want to call her. But you
gotta put some fucking respect on her name, bro. She's out here fucking making more money than our family trees put together right now.
That is big facts. And all she was a meme. So, well, I guess before we get into her, let's just talk about her, and then we can jump into the alligator rape thing later.
We segue right into it.
Yeah, I mean,
go with the flow.
The flow. I wish I knew how to go with the flow. I'm not an ocean person myself. I've never really been to the beach.
You never been to a beach? What the?
I've been to the beach, but I don't go to the beach a lot. That's what I'm saying. Don't go to the beach a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, she is making stupid amounts of money over top of us, and she capitalized all off of a meme because of the "Catch Me Outside." How about that with Dr. Phil, and everybody was saying that for literally 3 months. I think it was like 3 months where everybody said that.
Yeah, she was the quickest person to gain Instagram followers. She went from 400 to 11 million in 6 months. Nobody else has done that.
No, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's how it happens. And that's what I was just speaking on, that viral moment. How many people do you think are chasing that? Do you think what percentage of people that are actually like, say, our content and people, all the other people's content are chasing just a moment to build off that? Or are they really like, is it their passion to do like what they do? Or how many, like, do you think it's half more or
Okay, for clarification, so you're saying like how many people are out chasing um
the
so how many
viral
people
moment?
like Bad Baby are chasing a viral moment because it's something they like to do, or they just want to have that moment in the spotlight?
They just want that 15 minute. They just want to get that. That's it. So they'll do
Okay.
anything. They'll do anything.
I think, you know what, I'm gonna actually go on a third option. I'm gonna say that a lot of them do it for the 15 minutes of fame, and they also want to do it for something they love, but they don't know how to do how to turn that into what they love. And I think that's how you get to where Bad Baby is right now.
And
That's how you get there.
I think it's impatience though. It's impatient. And I think these viral moments, some of them are planned, but I think her moment, I don't think that was planned. I think that just happened. And then somebody around her, I don't know if it was her, more salute to her if she figured that out. And she said, Mom, this is what we're gonna, more salute to her. But to me, I think that somebody seen that, started seeing the numbers and got on the jack and hit her and was like, yo, we're gonna run with this. We're gonna brand you. And they're doing an excellent job because who's managing her, his name's Mike Malak. He's from Coda Music Agency. They're a global agency. They're not just in America trying to pop it. They're popping her off global. I guarantee you they're still over there selling like Catch Me Outside shirts over across seas. I
Oh,
guarantee you. And
I
she's,
don't
huh?
I don't doubt it. I don't, you know, I don't. I mean, there's actually a good thing that actually ties into this just a little bit what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
High School Musical.
Mm-hmm.
We had a back when I was a senior in high school. There, you know, and you got to think about it. When I was a senior in high school, High School Musical was no longer popular. That was like a thing that was popular like it was like 6 years ago, something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, he came from Italy, and he loved High School Musical. He was obsessed with it because like that was just trending and popular over there for them
Uh-huh.
as it was over here like 6 years ago. You know, so like I mean, people could really be behind on that wave with Bad Baby and saying that. And if anybody doesn't know who Bad Baby is, it's the Cash Me Outside girl. Her. That's what we're talking about.
And she's killing it right now. Like I got dug up a little information. Like she just signed a $900,000 deal for 6 months. She's just got to be the spokesperson, and it's like a spoof company, a makeup company that spoofs all the larger companies. So they pretty much make a product and probably spoof the ad that they did, and they're gonna make her the face of it for 6 months. She gets 900,000. That's
You
all.
know,
Huh?
that actually is a good if you're a makeup company that is ripping off like not really ripping off, but you're not maybe quite up to par, and you're like trying to say that you're better, or you're kind of not ripping off. Yeah, you're ripping off or taking away from these upper brands, right? I think that's actually her bracket. Like that represents her Bad Baby really well. Like she's kind of like this artist that like doesn't care,
Right. She's
right,
not the
with where
typical.
she's at.
She's not
She's
the
not the
typical of
typical.
at her age where they have her at. She's not the person. She's the person that can take this from this age right now, especially what I just seen the other day. That new single she's got, Babyface Savage with Tory Lanez. That single is that the way she's presented in that single. She can ride this wave until she's like 25. Like, you know what
Oh,
I'm
easy.
saying? She people are gonna look at her grown because this is gonna be played in the club. This 15-year-old girl song, it's a banger. The beat's banging, and anything with Tory Lanez on it is gonna get in the club. So her shit's gonna play in the club, and she can't even get in them clubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is which is
So
crazy.
she's ahead of the game. They're managing her perfect. That's what I want. Like it's not. I respect it. Respect it. I don't respect how it got. You know the way she are acting. If it was my kid at that age, I would be. We would be having major issues. And I wouldn't want to market that. But I respect that they were able to do it and not just 15-minute fame it and able to stretch this out. Because I guarantee you, working with this company, I seen what this company did. They don't just sign people off of hype. They sign people off knowing 5 years down the line, this is the projection we're gonna have for her. So I guarantee you, when she's around 21, 22, she's gonna be up there in the Kylie Jenner bracket, bro.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you, the way they're moving. And that's what I try to, and that's what I was kind of like thinking of the whole time when I was talking about this was the 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 moment. You live in the moment, you're gonna catch your moment because most people miss their moment. They don't recognize it. They don't see it. They don't, they're not in tune with it or whatever, that you can capitalize off of that moment that can carry you for years and build yourself something real nice for yourself.
Yeah, well, she's definitely going to keep moving up, and I think me and you are going to have to keep following her as she climbs up because we're her. So me and you have had conversations about her and Whoa Vicky as like good people that are really good at capitalizing on clout and like internet fame,
Right.
So I can't wait to see where she goes next. I can't. I kind of want to see her win just for people like us. I want to see her win.
Yeah, I want to see her win. I want to see her win. I respect the hustle. That's what I'll say. I respect it. I mean, I just see her, there's going to be she's going to have, I'm telling you, bro, 5 years from now, she's going to be in that Forbes list.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. So let's talk about. I want to give a shout out to all of our all the people on our page that have been sharing the alligator, the alligator rape story. The Florida man having sex with an alligator and then he gets eaten alive by said alligator. I gotta give a shout. You guys are crazy. Florida people are crazy. It's funny
bananas.
The dude just looked like he would have sex with an alligator. You know what he reminded me of? He looked like John Gruden's younger son.
Jay Gruden?
Or not John Gruden. He looked like oh god, what? No, why can't I think of his name? Mark Davis. He looks like Mark Davis's son, don't he?
Who is Mark Davis?
The Raiders GM, the one with the redhead bull haircut. You remember? Doesn't he look like him? Don't he look like him?
I can't picture him. He what I see, his name is Jimmy Olsen, the dude from fucking Little House on the Prairie. You probably don't know what that is. You're too young.
I'm too young for it, bro. Hold on, let me look and see. Was that his name?
His name was Jimmy Olsen. That's the name of the character.
24-year-old Jimmy Olsen was engaged in a sexual. Oh yeah, you're saying it was the same name as a Little House on the Prairie character?
Yeah. So
I've watched Little House. For the record, I've watched Little House on the Prairie. I just don't remember anybody. I've seen it once or twice, but I don't remember anybody from the show.
Yeah, it was just something from my youth. So this dude, so they're saying this dude was, how could I say this? He was banging a littler alligator, one he could handle, right?
One he could handle.
One he could handle that wasn't gonna rip his face off. He finessed it. He finessed the little alligator.
Hold on, before we go further, how do you tell which alligator looks better?
I don't fucking.
How do you tell which alligator?
The one that ain't the one you could, like I said, the one you could fucking handle. What are you talking about? I don't know.
It's not about what they look like.
I don't go to the zoo and be like, damn, that alligator's sexy. That's not my. That's not what I do.
Oh, coach. Are you sure? You sure?
So this guy has got to be creepy as fuck. Like, yeah, that's the one. Like, that's the one. You know what I mean? That's creepy. Fucking.
But what were you saying? So he goes up and he finds that one, and then while he's in mid coitus with that alligator, he's getting eaten. He gets eaten by the other alligator. That people did. It took place around 6 a.m. in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it was only the disappearance of him was only noticed an hour later by another employee, and then they finally discovered his dismembered body around 8:30 a.m. So it was like 2.5 hours, so they figured out he was dead.
So that's my question. How the fuck did they know he was banging an alligator before it happened? How do they know he just didn't get attacked by an alligator? So it was if they found him 2.5 hours later, are they saying he was the only one in there in the zoo, and then they were looking at, then when they came in, they seen he's dead, and then maybe they had cameras and went and looked at the cameras? That's the only way.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just trust him, or maybe he was like the creepy guy at the zoo. No one wanted to talk to him, so they're just like, we just stay away from the alligator pen because we just don't want to talk to that guy.
Or maybe they made up some shit, yo. What if they made that shit up because the alligator bugged out, ripped dude apart, and they're like, well, he was having sex with the other alligator, so the alligator flipped out on him to keep their, to keep his stain off their fucking zoo or whatever like that. That would be crazy, yo, if they just made some shit up on Jimmy. Why
Yeah,
you do Jimmy like that, man?
Why do you gotta do Jimmy Olsen like that?
Don't do fucking Jimmy Olsen like that.
Why do you gotta do Jimmy Olsen like that? No, but for everybody that's watching out there, the story is fake. It's all bullshit.
It's fake as fuck.
It's fake as hell. It's from a news site where it's all fake news. It's fake news. It's all fake news. It's fake.
It's just
but
funny shit.
It's still so funny, and I don't know. Like I said, you could just fill in all the gaps yourself, and the guy just looked like he would do it. The guy looked like he would have sex with an alligator.
And that was that was one of the red flags right there.
And Florida,
Jimmy Olsen. That was one of the fucking red flags there.
The name or just how he looked?
The name.
Oh, the name. You just saw Jimmy Olsen. You thought Little House on the Prairie.
That was
has sex with alligators.
That was a red flag that popped up real quick, and then just reading it, I was like, this don't even sound right. This sounds like something, but it was fucking hilarious though.
Well, what about according to Captain Henry White?
Henry White,
spokesman of the Naples police force. Okay, that's he was the police force. I thought they were gonna say Captain Henry White and the spokesman of the zoo, and I was gonna be like, why is his name Captain?
He's a fucking captain.
Captain. He's a captain.
He's captain of the ship, man.
I can't say that. I know one person that has their first name Captain, and that's Captain Motherland. He played cornerback for the Vikings like 2 seasons ago, I think.
His name is really Captain?
Yeah, Captain Motherland. He was the corner. I remember playing.
It's got to be a nickname.
I don't know. I think it's Captain. I'll look it up quick while we're sitting here talking about it. But I'm pretty sure his name was Captain Motherland, like his actual name.
Like, you know what I mean?
Motherland. I said Motherland. Motherland. Captain Motherland. Captain Motherland. Nope, that's his name. If I'm looking at his wiki correctly, just to make sure. Motherland played Motherland. I'm looking to see.
It would have said it right on top, though. It would have said his.
Yep, it's Captain Motherland. It is. That's his name. Captain.
That's a fucking
Motherland.
Weird name to call your kid.
Captain.
Like, yeah what do you want to name him? Captain.
Captain. He's the captain.
He's the captain.
Well, it kind of worked. He was successful in the NFL as a cornerback for a couple years. He was kind of like Buster Screen, but a little bit better, I'd say, than Buster Screen.
Well, is Buster Screen still in the league?
I think so. Captain Motherland's just really old. He's been in the league for a long time.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, I mean,
I've never heard of him, and I'm a football fanatic. I've never heard that.
He played slot because he was 5'9". He only really played slot corner. He played slot for Carolina for a long time, and then he played for the Vikings, I think, like 2 years ago. I don't know who he's with. I wonder who he's with now. Is he still with? I wonder where he's at.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. 2013, prior to start of training camp, Motherland told ESPN, I want to help my team get to playoffs. Hold on, here we go. 2015 was last year he played, it looks like. He started all 16 games at outside corner in 2014, and then Motherland settled into nickel, playing in all 16 regular season games with 5 starts as well as the wild card round of playoffs with the Vikings. Oh. So he was with the Vikings for his 2014-2015 season, and then he came back in the league? Hold on, what's this? So he was in the league in 2017? I think last year was the year he was done, but he played for Carolina. So it looks like this. 2009 through 2013, he was with Carolina. And then 2014 through 16, he was with Minnesota. And then last year, 2 years ago, 2017, he's with Carolina. And then he retired, I'm guessing, since then.
Mm-hmm.
So he's played, that's 9 from 17. Holy hell, yeah, that's 1, 2. It's like 10, yeah, it's like, or not 10 years, what am I saying? It's like close to, it's 9 years. No, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know. I can't count. Regardless.
Yeah. Well, good for Captain. If you grew up, I guarantee he was getting fucking bullied.
Good for Captain. Hey, like I said, it still worked though. Didn't name got him in the NFL? At least he got somewhere. You know.
Yeah. I mean, he made it to the NFL. It's just a weird ass name that I would definitely. I mean, got him to the NFL. I'm sure it was a good conversation starter to get to places, you know what I mean, he needed to get to. I'd be like, how'd you get your name Captain? I just can't imagine sitting down with the mother of my child saying, and we're saying we agreed to name it
Captain, we agreed on it. But
What
here's
the
my
fuck?
question. Just a hypothetical. Who do you think suggested it? Who do you think suggested the question, Captain? Do you think it was the mom or the dad?
It wasn't the mom.
Mom. The mom. She just went with it. She's like, yeah.
She just wants something simple like David or some shit.
And she's like, Captain.
He's like, no, Captain.
Captain, or we're done.
Yeah,
you're raising this kid on your own.
You're gonna raise this kid on your own if you don't name it Captain. He bullied her into it and shit. That's fucked up. But yeah, I don't know. Like just reading it, when I read it, I was reading it outside. There was snow coming down. I was like trying to read it on my phone while I was walking up to the house and shit. And I just got the vibe when I read it that shit can't be real. You know what I mean? And then you checked it out, and it's definitely not one of those things. But like you said, just going off of our page alone, what, 31 people shared it from the page?
Yeah, 31 people shared it.
That's crazy. Nobody looked at it. Nobody fact checked it.
No, like I said, I mean, I think a lot of people share things just because of the headline, so they're not really looking to see if it's factually correct. And it's kind of one of those things that if it's not factually correct, it's not like really hurting anyone. Like even if there's like 100,000 people in the world that believe it's true, right? Like they believe it for a fact. So what? You think a guy got killed in Florida by getting eaten by an alligator? Do you know what I mean? While having sex with it, and it'd just be another day. It wouldn't even affect you. You know, that's
it could. I mean, there could be a Jimmy Olsen down in Florida. That's a zookeeper.
Jimmy,
what are you talking about?
Well, listen, that picture.
It affects the Floridians. You're making. I mean, you gotta. I mean, if they get caught doing something, you give them that credit, but you just don't make up shit on them.
Well, I will say, that guy looked way too happy in those pictures. Like they framed for those pictures. Like Daily News was like, you know what, we're gonna set this up. So we're gonna take a picture of this guy. Like they hired like an actor and said, all right, you're gonna take pictures in the zoo uniform near the alligators. Ready? Go.
It's probably their boom guy. It's probably the guy that holds the microphone. They're like, here, get up here. Nobody's seen you on camera before. You're the creepy alligator zoo guy. Get up here.
And he's like, oh, okay. And he's that's why he was so happy, because people finally paid attention to him because he wasn't holding the mic. He's like, I get to be in the limelight. And that's why he was so happy in all the pictures.
So that brings the question before we move on real quick. I just want to ask that question. As in percentage wise, if you've seen a credible, I try to get credible site and credible sources, you know what I mean, when I do something. So, and I know I tend to not even like check it, like, because I think they already did it. Do you think, like, so people, are they looking at like we just said about that post, and you're just saying, okay, yeah, they don't, you know, are they taking, like, just because maybe they say, hey, we took it off of Dev's Bridging the Gap, you know, they're credible, so without, maybe even some people wanted it to be facts before they posted it. Do you think you take from credible sites without even like second guessing and checking?
Do you think like I've done it? Yeah,
no,
I mean,
majority of people.
Majority of people. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it all depends on what they're doing. I mean, like if it's something like this where like I'm just sharing a little something to, you know, share something. Sure, you know, like I could probably share it and not even check to see if it's credible. But like if it's something like I'm trying to have a discussion about, you know, or like a deep, if it's research wise like that, usually then that's when I would check it. I mean, because, you know, and I have a couple of sources that I usually tend to go to for unbiased opinions on things. But yeah, I guarantee the majority of people though, yeah, I mean they probably do it, just share something just to share it. Also share things that aren't in direct conflict with their viewpoint.
Right. Yeah. And I just think like you got to select a few of people and like you just tend to believe like that you go to. It might not even be a major source or all that, but you just say, oh, my guy so and so posted it. He's usually credible. I'm gonna just take it. So I could see somebody doing that. That'd be an experiment. That'd be an experiment right there to just say, I'm gonna put this out here. I'm gonna make up the stupidest shit, but all my stuff surrounding it is credible. I wonder who's gonna fact check it first to see if it is.
Yeah. Well, we kind of did that experiment. I don't think anybody fact checked that post we put up. Nope. I don't think anybody said. I looked at who, like, I could see who shared it and like see what they said whenever they shared it from what their settings would allow me. And you know, no one said. Everybody was just saying to the effect of something kind of like I said, where I said Florida shaking my head, or they were just like, look at these dumb motherfuckers, or whatever, you know. So nobody was checking
Nobody checking about a fucking alligator.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Bro, alligator lives matter.
That's crazy. Fucking Pornhub's gonna pop up with zoo alligator sex.
No, I'm gonna make a meme out of that. You know that?
It's gonna be the new shit, yo. Yo, you got a meme maker?
I am a meme maker.
Oh, you're a meme maker?
Yeah, I can make us a meme. I can make me and you a meme. We could be a meme. But for a meme to actually get trendy, you have to be famous first, and you know we're working on that whole gist.
Yeah, we're working on that. We're gonna keep bringing these out. We're gonna figure out the niche and stuff like that, and how to get this popping.
Yeah, and now we're moving on here. I wanted to talk about that the Altoona school teacher facing sexual assault charges.
Right.
Yeah, that's it's pretty heavy stuff. But I'm not going to talk about it for the reasons a lot of people are talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
My beef with it is I know a relative or someone related to said teacher that's facing these charges, and you know it's upsetting to me as I see people that will post the memes and stuff, especially on Twitter and everything, that are saying you know just rude, awful things and that's fine. You can talk about her, the person that's, you know, being accused of these crimes. That's fine. I mean, because what am I going to do to stop that? But what am I going to do to stop this? But I at least get it off my chest and say I'm not okay with it. Is that there's people sharing memes with like her husband, you know, or her family, like her daughters and stuff, and like, you know, saying about how bad that she's been treated, or they must feel or whatever, like putting the father or the husband down and stuff like that, and calling her a whore and a slut with him in the picture. Like they don't need that kind of exposure. The family doesn't want that exposure. They're already going to be exposed to enough, and they already got to deal with this problem, you know. Because long after we're done joking about it or roasting this person or talking about how these people come to be in our school system, like I said, if she's guilty of this crime, which by the way I don't think that they've finally convicted her on those charges yet, but she's under investigation. But if they do finally convict her and she's guilty of that crime, you know, yeah, she deserves all of that ridicule and everything else. But at the same time, the family doesn't. And, you know, because long after it's all said and done, you know, they're going to have to deal with the consequences of this, not us. So.
Yeah. Families suffer through other people's actions, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I always make sure, you know, the older my kids, once my kids were born, I started to look at myself and the things that I was doing out there, how it would reflect on them. It wasn't just my character I had to worry about. It'd be my kids' character. I still do that to this day. I don't want to do anything where I end up a viral moment or on the TV that's something that's sick and disgusting, and now my kid's life will be ruined. You would have to leave out of wherever situation you're at. They're definitely going to have to move at some point to get away from it. They're going to try to restart over. They might even have to, it could get that bad if it gets national, or they would have to change their names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be awful.
It's just those type of things. And I mean, and this happens to people like, and the thing is though, I get what you're saying. It's close to home, but it is what it is. I feel bad for them too, but like, it's happening to every last one of these people that they're putting on blast got families and kids, and they're getting the same treatment. You know what I'm saying? In school.
Right. Yeah. That's the shitter thing too. Is like these kids. I mean, like I said, I'm bitching at this point because you're right. I mean, there's nothing I could do short of going into like some little kid's house, like some teenage girl or boy's house, and be like, hey, post that shit again. I'm smacking you. But you know, like
you doing it.
Yeah.
You be doing it all the time. That's what high school kids do, bro.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, we got one, meme it.
Yeah, right. And they're only doing it for the likes and the follows and the, you know, whatever. They're just trying to say that thing to, you know, be outrageous. And
Whoever
that's what's
has the
shitty about it.
video.
They're doing it at somebody else's expense, and I get it. I mean, what we if that guy was real, right, that was raping the alligator, we would have sat here and roasted him. And sure, he's probably got family, but the thing is, when we roasted the alligator guy for for having sex with alligators, if it was real, we wouldn't have brought his family into it. We would have just be like, yeah, this guy's a fucking weirdo.
Well, that's the class. I mean, that's what type of shit we do around here. We're not trying. We're going. We're beelining straight for the person that's it that did the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I mean?
Everybody else around them, all you have to do is part like the Red Sea and let them fucking get what they got coming to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard, especially if it's family, because you know, in the alleged things that they're saying that this woman did. Now, there's two things going on in that household. There is either I don't know how many kids they got, but I guarantee you there's some people in there that are saying this is how could you do this? There's some people that are believing if she's saying she didn't do it. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? There's so much shit going on around that situation for the people that's involved. So and you're always saying your number one thing is to protect your family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna take a lot of brunt of the stuff because you're going to be in the front lines fighting for your family member for the alleged shit that she's got going on as the court hearings go. She's going to be in the back. The lawyer's telling her not to say anything. So who do you think's going to have to do all the defending and the taking the brunt of all the stuff is the kids. How many kids she's got, I don't know, and husband and family members.
Yeah, well, like I said, they're going to take the brunt of it, and I like I said, that was my only beef with it, you know, because I just hate when people are out here, roasting people that aren't responsible for that. And you're right. That's what we try to do here is like, we're not coming for like everybody else. Like we're coming for you or anybody else that was involved or had a hand in the stupid shit. Like that's who we're clowning.
Yeah, if you're in the dumb shit, you know what I mean? We're going to clown. We're going to report on it if it's something serious. Like this is serious. You know what I'm saying? That's a serious matter because like we were talking about before, like the numbers. Like I'm gonna look at that one day and maybe post something into that to effect because I want to know the numbers between females sexually abusing a male sexually abusing a female. Okay, so there's what 3 to 1 women on this planet to men. Is that the ratio?
3 to 1 women to men.
Is it 2? Yes, or is it 2?
I don't know. 3. Well, that's a good question. Go ahead, keep talking while you're talking, and I'll get the specifics for you.
Well, whatever it is, there's way more. I
know there's definitely more women than men. I think that is the statistic, but I don't know by how much.
There's definitely double. I know it's 2 to 1 at least, but it's definitely double. I think pretty sure, but of women to men. So. In saying this, are we saying that men are just more predatory, that they're going to do that stuff? Or are we saying that a woman, like most women that get caught in this scenario, like I grew up in a system, are either foster care doing it when they're little and bringing them up in it, and then they finally get exposed for it, or it's a teacher in that setting or a person in that setting getting a high school kid that's going through puberty that more looks at it as a conquest instead of sexual assault because it is sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you look at it,
right.
When the kid
it's statutory no matter what. It's statutory.
Yeah, but me as the teenager, like we had a couple of those scenarios going on in our school with the one teacher. Everybody was trying to get that teacher as their teacher. We wanted that conquest. We're looking at it as a conquest, not knowing that this lady is a predator. And there's probably a man teacher predator. I'm doing that to a female. You know what I mean? And so I would like to know: is it that the males are getting caught more because of the females are more willing to say, oh my God, this is wrong, and the men are just taking it as the young boys, teenagers are taking it as a conquest, and they don't look at it in that manner. So, they just say, hey man, I just, the locker room talk. I just banged my teacher, yo.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? High fives. But the girls ain't going into the locker room saying, yo, I just banged Mr.
Yeah, right. I mean, because, that's not their move. And
that's not what's going on.
That's not their prerogative. I mean, like I said, but just to get back to your ratio, this is actually going to surprise you. and myself a little bit. The world ratio, according to reference.com, population and demography, the world ratio of men to women is estimated to be 1.017 to 1. So there's actually a 0.017% or 0.017 decimal point of more men. So basically there is it's almost dead even.
Okay.
In the world. Now, I don't know how America is. Maybe America is different in that.
Well, maybe I'm thinking America. Well, I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'm just off. Maybe I'm using a different thing. Just always.
I always thought that too, which is interesting. Male to female sex ratio ranked by state. Hold on, let me.
I always thought there was like because you always hear somebody say there's two so many billion, you know what I mean? And it'd be like it's 2-to-1 ratio. There's one guy for every 2 girls. There's 2 girls for every guy out here on this planet. You know how they say that when they say don't be tripping over your girl, don't be, go find another girl, don't be, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you, for the majority of the East Coast, there are more women than men. Now if you look, like, it's kind of weird if you go up to like the Dakotas. And like the northwest of a country, or sorry, the middle northwest of America, it's more men. There's more men. Like countries or states like Nevada, Colorado, stuff like that. They all have more men than women. But a lot of the states, like from the Corn Belt eastward, is there's more chicks than dudes. Yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Like, I didn't know that. I thought it was always some kind of thing I just kind of believed about it, that there was more women than men.
Yeah, they say it. I've seen people say that shit on fucking credible stations saying that. Yeah, there's way more women than men. It's just one of those things. Maybe it's
crazy. It's not even a whole 1 ratio. Like me and you thought it was 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, and it's not. It's like 0.86 to 1. So like even in our state, right, which is like one of the lower states, like there's more men than women in Pennsylvania. There's more women than men in Pennsylvania. It's only by 0.86 to 1. That's crazy.
Because maybe it just got one of those myth things started up. Like somebody always says it because it's something that was being repeated a lot. Like there's 1 man, there's 2 females for every 1 man on this planet. I mean, everybody was saying that. You know what I mean? It was something that you say. Like if somebody, like if your dude's arguing with his girl, you know what I mean, or they say it in a joke on the Tonight Show, everybody would always. It was one of those things they said. Maybe it was just one of those myth things that, urban legend type things that just get feet and run.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because there, not just that, there's other statistics I know that I've heard that are very like that. Do you know what I mean? There's other statistics I've heard. I can't think of one off the top of my head that aren't true, but they aren't true.
Right.
So, all right. Well,
people
Coach,
just grabbed onto it and they just use that common sense.
Yeah. You have anything else? I think we got everything we wanted to talk about.
Pop up.
Yeah, guys. Hey, this has been the pop up. Like I said, if you come back and watch this live stream after we've already been gone, you missed out on the conversation. Hey, let us know in the comment section below what you think or some things you want to talk about, for future topics. But like I said, me and Coach, this segment, we're just going to be popping up on you guys. I mean, there's no set time for this. We'll just be coming up randomly sometimes. If something's hot, we want to talk about it, then we'll pull up on you. So
share.
Yeah, share this.
Comment. Go to the YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Do all that good shit. We need those subscribers go up so we can move on to another level that we're trying to get to. So we need you guys. If you support, all you got to do is go to that page and click on subscribe. And if you got something that you're doing that you need our support in, or you want to get on the show or something like that, we can do that for you. You scratch our back, we'll scratch your back. With shirts on. No freaky shit.
Yeah, shirts on. No freaky shit. We're not a massage parlor. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. See ya.
All right.